I was thinking about it. You know, I wish I really would have done in New York with the pizza that we had.
What do you really wish you would have done?
I really wish that I would have just rolled up the slice like a burrito
And smoked it.
and ate it like that. I think that would have been awesome.
That probably would have worked because you had like the long, sloppy pepperoni one.
It was great.
Yeah, so back to New York pizza
Yeah,
from the last episode.
yeah. Continuing.
Super okay at best.
I liked that first slice I had a lot, but it was more Chicago.
Yeah,
than
that
it
was not
New York.
New York style pizza.
I cheated. I'm sorry. I was easing into it. Later, I got a regular slice.
And what'd you think of the regular?
It was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it tastes like fucking Sbarro, which is fine if you're in a mall
It was good pizza.
or an Oasis.
I don't have the same standards of pizza as you guys have, so to me it was just pizza, same as always.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're a psychopath. Psychopathic records up in this bitch. Born with a hatchet.
I mean, it's definitely different, definitely, but I wouldn't like rank one better as another. It's just different kinds of pizza to me. I guess if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose Rockford. But it's not
better.
like it's like, oh my god, it blows my mind. It's so much better. It's just because it's like, yeah, I probably prefer the Rockford one, but it's all just pizza to me.
I feel you, man. I'm a sauce guy. I think a lot of it has to do with the sauce. And in New York, there's not a lot of sauce.
That's true. There wasn't. There was a lot of toppings, though. At least the one I got, there was tons of toppings.
Oh, okay. You really?
Are you asleep right now?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the sunglasses.
The tomato and fresh mozzarella pizza was great.
Yeah, that looked
Whole,
really
like
good.
a whole sliced tomato.
Like
was good.
after seeing Devin and you eat one, I regretted not getting one for myself.
Yeah, the caprese was great.
Good, man.
It was good. Because I got the pepperoni, which is my normal go-to, and I was like, I'm gonna try something that don't normally try, and I was like, that's good too.
There was mushrooms on that first slice I got.
I
don't usually eat mushrooms, but dude, they were good.
Mushrooms are great.
They weren't those slimy
okay.
mushrooms. They were like,
Yeah, you can't have them like they're
Baked
coming out of a
mushrooms.
can or something.
yeah.
Sautéed mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
What do you guys feel about anchovies?
They're stupid.
I've never had one.
Too salty.
Yeah, it's more salty than it is fishy, but I like them.
Don't the Ninja Turtles love
And
anchovies?
Ninja Turtles eat everything on pizza. That's kind of a thing in their
Oh.
show. They'd be like, how about peanut butter and broccoli pizza or some shit.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
I've had peanut butter and pepperoni pizza. It was not good.
I've had chicken and waffles pizza.
Joe
That was
Salamone, that's why.
interesting.
Wait, what?
Joe Salamone.
He made it?
That's what he does. He gets all fucking weeded out of his mind and like tries to invent food shit. And like sometimes it's a hit. Like this one he didn't invent, but he made me a fucking grilled PB&J and it was fucking delicious, dude.
That
it was
does sound
so
good.
fucking
That sounds
like
pretty good.
the peanut butter like soaks into the bread. Oh my god, dude.
That's cool.
But then he's like, "Oh, try this fucking piece of pepperoni pizza with peanut butter on it." It's just like this tastes like pepperoni pizza with peanut butter on it. Like it doesn't like create a new good flavor. It's just. You ever had his donuts? He makes donuts sometimes.
No.
He like takes the biscuit shit, makes them into rings, fries them, and puts powdered sugar on them. It's fucking delicious.
That's awesome.
Really?
It's so fucking good.
That does sound good.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a can of those biscuits at home. I think I might try that.
I was just about to say, like, I've never made my own donuts before. I can't imagine. Like,
I've never
I
like
guess you need
made
to fry them
anything.
first.
Fryers for you.
No, you don't need a fryer. All you need is just a.
All he did was
You just need a good pot, and then just put a bunch of oil in there and get
That's
it
what
really
he did.
hot. And yeah, that's it.
That's what he does.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it works. It does. It works the
Yeah.
same.
That's like this. Yeah, it's like
It's not,
exactly
it's
the
not
same
like a
thing.
deep fry.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have a lot of flour on hand because if you start a grease fire, that's bad.
Yeah. Speaking of oil and weird things, when we were in New York, one of the ice creams was olive oil ice cream.
Sounds disgusting.
I had never
Why?
heard of it
I don't
before.
understand this like olive oil fucking trend.
It's good for you.
Well, yeah, I looked it up. Apparently, like, olive oil ice cream's kind of a thing, and a lot of people like it.
So, drinking olive oil is also a thing.
Ugh.
That's so weird.
Like even at Olive Oil Experience, they like to test them. They like take shots and then eat a piece of bread. It's like fucked up.
I don't like
Like
that.
dip your bread in it, idiot.
With some balsamic vinegar.
I can't
why do you
imagine
have to like
drinking a shot of
everything?
vinegar.
He doesn't. He doesn't like Paul Blart.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there.
As far as food goes, I like most
Paul
things.
Blart is really good though, so I don't know what your fucking deal is.
We're going back to Paul Blart again.
Always. It's like your circumcision.
Well, I mean, that I can see. That's kind of
When you
funny.
were 11.
Paul Blart
It's
isn't-
also funny. It's very
Not.
funny. It's
Not
very
as-
fucking funny. You've
not
never
as-
even seen it, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Not. I already know it right now.
Paul Blart 3 gets circumcised.
I'm gonna make a confession. I've never sat through an entire Lord of the Rings movie,
Okay.
and I know that they're terrible. So we can agree.
Okay, there we go.
You don't have to see things to know that they're terrible.
All right. See? Now people are starting to finally see my point of view.
Never been to California? No, it sucks ass.
What's your opinion?
I've never joined the Navy. Seems like a terrible thing.
Yeah, that's
Partially true.
Frog Cum.
Ugh.
Oh,
He did it.
he did it.
Hey, so
First frog
let's talk
cum.
about the ride home. What happened, guys?
It was just a ride home. It was a 14-hour drive home.
Nothing fun.
No, it was pretty fun. I think.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
there
I
was
think
a
it
lot
was.
of radio.
I mean, I saw that video of you guys jamming,
it was
and
more
the guy
fun than
next to you
driving.
started.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. There
the-
was that. Did you post that online?
I did.
Cool. I'll link to it.
I think us going to get the car instead of us hauling all the bags to the car was a better idea.
Yeah, that was-
Probably.
Yeah.
Except for some foreign lady sat next to me. I was a little irritated by that.
Yeah, and the guy that we were getting the car from didn't have the $5 to give us in change. And then when he went to ask the other guy's like, "Oh man, I don't have $5 either." And they both just kind of stand there looking at each other like, "Where are we gonna get $5?" And Jordan's like, "Fuck it, keep it. There you
Yeah,
go.
who cares?
There's
You
a
guys
tip.
happy?
Yeah,
That's
there's
what you
the-
wanted, right?"
You
Motherfuckers
said all
got,
that?
like,
No, I didn't say fuck it. Just I was like, all right, tip. That's the tip. That's the tip. We gotta go.
because they were like, "Oh, you got 5? This guy needs a 5." And he's like, "What? A 5? I don't know. What's a 5? I don't even know what
Yeah,
numbers
because
are."
they were both like foreign guys. And
I don't like how that parking garage was set up. They're like all those parking garage, like big parking garages like that, are set up so like if you accidentally drive into them,
You're
there's
stuck.
you have to pay $50 or whatever. You have to pay $20 for an hour or whatever.
There's no way you can turn
Damn.
around.
You
can't,
and
like,
actually-
turn
Oh, I
around.
could have turned it around easily.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can turn around, but like there, it's like set up for you to not turn around.
I'm just gonna
So-
be like, hey, I'm gonna wait for all this other cars to get around me, and I'm not paying for here.
Yeah,
Bye.
they're gonna be like, you can't get around the other cars because they're waiting for your car to go forward only.
Well, then I'll go forward, find a parking spot, turn it around, and leave.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let me drive up the thing. It was like, stop there before you go any further. It
Yeah,
was
I feel
the-
like you're just like out of options at that point.
No.
That's how they make their money, man.
I bet if you drove up there, found a parking spot, when you go to back up, he drives his car that he's trying to park right behind you, and he's like, "Oh, looks like you found a spot."
I'd be like, oops.
So you guys didn't get one of those cool robot parking garages then?
What the robot parking?
Yeah, it's
You
where
know-
a robot asks you and goes, "I do not have $5."
Yeah. Sorry.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is literally the same thing, only it's foreign.
All right,
robots.
robot. There's your tip. Thank you.
No habla human.
So what are they? Who
I
cares?
mean, I was exaggerating by robot, but they like, you drive up on it and then it raises your car up and they
Oh,
can
it's
fit
like
another
the
car.
Pez machine ones.
Yeah. There you go. Pez dispenser.
Nah.
I've seen those
Park
kind of
garage.
things. There's one at the end of the Mission Impossible movie, Ghost Protocol, right?
Hell yeah, dude, there is. It's
That's
not
a
like
great
that.
fight
They're not
scene.
like that, and
Yeah.
I didn't see one like that, but those are robotic, I feel.
Yeah. I'd
That
say
dude-
that's robot.
That shit was dope.
Mm.
We jammed to a lot of music. That guy pulled up next to us jamming in his music.
Yeah, we were all
jammed to
dancing in our
ours, and
cars.
We just had fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Sheets was very good.
Sheets.
Good
We
time.
visited Sheets a couple times.
Where you order at the pump, right?
Yeah, it's not. Some of them are at the pump, but it's just a fucking
Yeah,
just
it's
a
just a
screen on the
computer. You
inside.
punch
Okay.
numbers.
Cool.
You punch them in, it gives you a receipt. You pay for it, and then the food's done whenever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
the way
I,
every restaurant should work. There should just be
Seriously.
like a line of computer monitors as you walk into the restaurant, and you punch it in, and you get a number, and you just take that to your table wherever you sit.
Waiters
eventually
and
find
waitresses should not
Okay.
exist.
it. Yeah, it's all robots. All robots.
There
can
goes
do
a
it.
lot of jobs.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just unnecessary. Like, sorry.
Yeah, like cashiers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like how the cashiers at the or the tellers at the bank that I go to, they're like, next time you want to make a deposit, you can just use one of our ATMs, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna
Well,
be out of the
you
job
just
in 5
yeah,
years.
exactly. Like I haven't seen a teller in like months.
Yeah, and now you can like do it from your phone too, so you don't even have to leave. the
Yeah,
house.
you can. You're right. You can totally deposit from your phone.
Mhm.
It's the
way to
same
go,
thing as going
Obama,
to the ATM.
creating jobs.
Thanks,
I
Obama.
mean, he did create a lot of jobs.
Yeah, but
Like a
also
lot.
like probably lost a lot of jobs too.
I mean, who doesn't though?
Yeah.
That's the world.
I thought I lost my
Oh yeah.
my
Oh,
my driver's
yeah.
license and my credit card and my checking card.
Well, you didn't think you did. You did legitimately lose it.
Well, yeah,
for,
they,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah,
last
they,
8 hours of
they
the
were
drive.
lost. I didn't know where the hell they were. I thought I dropped them somewhere
My
at a gas
favorite,
station.
my
in
favorite,
Iowa.
my
Oh,
favorite
that'd be the
part.
worst.
Not Iowa because we did not go to Iowa, but
Ohio.
yeah, it's the same thing basically,
Yeah.
except for there's no sheets in Iowa.
So,
but
it's worse.
Iowa is way worse.
Okay.
But my favorite part is that you only thought that you lost your cards, and then we're like an hour away from, like 3 hours away from where you realize you lost your cards, and you're like, I didn't even check if I have my ID, and then you didn't, and it was funny.
So how, like, if you didn't lose at a gas station, sorry to spoil the story, Where were they and how did they fall out?
They were like wedged in the door.
No, they weren't like wedged in the door like when you close it. Like there's a little compartment on the door.
there's the little compartment.
He put his wallet in there, but you store your cards a special way in your trifold wallet.
What do you mean?
I don't put them in the slots.
Why?
He just folds the wallet closed around them. And so when he put his wallet in the little compartment, the wallet was open and the card slid right out when he broke.
Can you explain to me this method of yours?
It's just the way I do it. Do you want to see it?
Why? Yeah, I do actually.
It's just the way.
But why did it ever
The
start?
reason
Were you
is
trying to be
because
different? Like, what is it?
It's easier for him.
It's just the way that I do it. They're always right there. They're
Kyle, I wish we had a video podcast again because you were so appalled by the sight.
It's just so stupid. Like, Jordan, I'm not even like, sorry, I'm not, trying to degrade your character at all. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's worked for 4 years now. I've had this wallet. They've never fallen out.
What, dude?
Even like dead ass drunk, like fumbling for cards and shit. Never have they fallen out.
That's not the fucking point.
Just to reaffirm, if you put them in your slots, they definitely wouldn't fall out either.
Like
that's not,
100%
that's not
of the
pro
time.
of your version. You're not like I keep them folded in between because then they won't fall out. It's like no, they won't fall out if you put them in the slot.
What is
either.
the
That's
pro?
not a benefit.
What is the pro to this?
It's just the way I do it.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Okay. Look at the way that my wallet's set up. For one, okay, there's that right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'd have to open my wallet, pull this out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if it was on the other side, right here.
He's
It's just like
he's
having a
trying
lot
to
of
put
trouble.
things in the slot, and it's someone fumbling with keys for the first time.
Okay. So then boom, boom.
He's basically doing an example where he's showing how
Or I
if
can
it's in a
just-
slot,
or I
it
can
takes
just do
longer to
this.
pull out.
That's just the way I've always done it. Just boom, like that. Just put it right back in my pocket. For me, it's always worked and it's always been secure like that. So
Until now, because it wasn't secure.
well, to each his own. You guys can fuck it.
I'm just saying they fell out.
I just feel like you shouldn't even use a wallet at that point.
Yeah, just put them in your pocket.
Yeah, what's the difference? Then you don't even have to unfold anything. You literally just pull it out of your pocket.
Start using a fanny
Yeah,
pack.
how fucking
That's like next
how
level
homeless
shit.
do you want me to look? Hey, I got my checking card right here.
That wallet looks pretty homeless already. So
What about like one of those just wallet clips where it's all just clipped in, so that way you just pull out the clip and
Like a
there
money
you go.
clip?
Yeah.
or a fanny pack.
They did have this thing on Kickstarter, the basic wallet, and it's like it's just all in there, and like you pull a slot, and like your shit just pops up. So whatever you use like most important. is just,
Slots are too much work. I don't like slots.
well, clearly,
Yeah.
I mean,
He likes
I just-
folds. What if we just got like a piece of paper and folded it over a lot?
I feel like
Slots-
I feel you can make your own fucking wallet.
For me,
Why buy one?
slots are for like things that are more long-term storage.
Like, okay, you know what? Let's back up.
Like your cards that are in your wallet
What do
every
you-
time that
what
you
do
have
you-
your wallet.
No,
Yeah,
like
what do you
like
pull out
things
most
that you don't need to
often?
pull out that often.
Yeah, what do you pull out that
My
often?
checking card.
Then why is that not the only fucking card you do that with?
Because I need more of them in there to create like
Why don't you just use like random pieces of paper that aren't your driver's license?
Or just use the slots.
it works for me. I'm not gonna do it. No, it works for me because it's the way I do it.
I'm just saying it fell out on Sunday. So
Like how you wipe your ass front to back. That's just the way it works.
I wipe my ass.
What's front to back?
I was gonna say I don't even.
I feel like there's a top and bottom. Like, what?
north and south.
Yeah.
I go in semicircles. I twist it.
We've already had this conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Wait.
We're
No,
bringing it. We're
Because I do
bringing
not
it back.
remember this fucking semicircle shit.
Hey, Dave,
You're
that's
lying,
bullshitting.
right? Oh,
How about
okay.
that change the
You
subject?
just wipe it. You wipe it
Yeah.
like you're cleaning a window.
It's a good one. It's a good
It's just
segue.
your ass. It's the window to your soul.
You know what? I don't understand segways.
Well, they're usually used in conversation.
Shut the
to get
fuck
from
up,
one
idiot. Fuck off. hope you
Speaking
die.
of segues,
No, for real though. Can someone tell me what a segway's for? Like the thing?
it's
Not-
just for getting around without walking. It's like the laziest form of transportation.
Yup.
I just don't get it.
It's
It
like a
doesn't make
skateboard.
sense.
You don't have to push.
Or how about those new things where you just like stand on them? Like everybody's using now.
So those are dumb.
mean
They're like
ground?
segways without. No, they're like segways without the bar. Like
That makes more sense to me though, because you're not. I mean, you don't look like a fucking idiot. Like everyone on
Yeah,
a
you
Segway
still
look
look like a
no.
fucking idiot.
Okay, but think about a Segway. No matter what,
Yeah.
you look like a fucking tool. No matter what.
I don't know if I've ever seen somebody who wasn't a security guard or a tourist on a Segway. So
We used to ride our bikes on the bike path like every fucking day downtown. There are bike cops, except for they are on Segways on that
Yeah.
fucking
In Rockford?
What's the top speed on that
I was
thing?
gonna say, like, just like a
10?
skateboard, if someone wants to run and they're on a skateboard, it is faster for them to pick up the skateboard and run.
I feel like I could. I'm just saying. I feel like I could easily outrun someone on a Segway on my bicycle.
Exactly.
Well, you can
easily.
also go places that the Segway can't go. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, if I was a cop using a Segway, I bet if I ever had to use, like, try to chase someone, I'm going to have to get off that Segway.
Wait, what are we doing that we're running away from the cops for?
No, I just said
There's a speed
cop
limit
chasing
on
a
the
guy.
bike path.
that's a hypothetical.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn. What is it?
it's like 15 miles per hour.
Or the cop comes around the corner, I got my dick out in the
killed it.
public
He's
forest.
killed
Then you gotta cheese it.
Yeah, then you got to run. Then the cop's after you.
You've never done that. That's not a concern of yours.
Oh, one thing I did want to bring up, though, I got recognized for the first time ever.
What do you mean?
I went to Taco Bell last weekend, and while I was
Like
ordering-
Mike, same as usual?
Mike, hey, you know me. No, I ordered my food, and on my way out, some guy was coming in. He's like, "Hey, you're the guy from Wraithwreckers."
What?
Dead serious.
Fuck off.
Dead
It
serious.
was Jordan.
Hey, I know
Dead
you.
serious.
Who was
and I
it?
was like, I don't know, but I was like, oh, cool. Are you in the moped class? He's like, no, I was friends with someone, but I went to the screening. He's like, man, you guys were hilarious. I'm like, thanks. He's like, so you gonna do more? I'm like, I don't know. And then it got kind of awkward, so I just ran away.
So at no point in this conversation we're like, yeah, my name's Mike. What's your name? Like,
No, actually, no. I didn't mention my name. I didn't ask him his name. He just recognized me, and I kind of ran away.
nice.
How you doing?
What's up? What do you want to talk about?
Hey,
Yeah.
is do you know?
No.
I mean,
Probably
I don't know why I'm asking you because obviously you wouldn't know.
Oh,
But do you know of any
damn.
good
Oh my god.
online dating sites that are free?
Are you really
I
trying to
feel
look
like
into
heart
it?
to fart needs to happen.
What's I
Okay,
think Dave knows.
Cupid.
Yeah, because our buddy Steve.
Don't
did
say
it for a while.
Juggalove and
No, but
That's
okay,
probably not free.
Okay,
That's what I was
Cupid. He got several dates off that, right?
yeah, he used it for banging mostly.
Oh, see, you got to realize though,
It's for banging.
if it's free, it's likely not the best of people.
And also,
Do you know what I
there's
mean?
there's a lot of big boned ones.
But if it's free, could be also some really financially responsible people.
Or
No,
financially
no.
unable.
They're
people.
looking for the people that are financially responsible.
But it's heads or tails at that point.
Yeah.
But did you try it out? Like I think OkCupid's the really popular free one. But it's like,
you're gonna find the fat female version of you. That's what's gonna happen.
aren't they all free to a certain
God, that
point though?
sounds
Aren't they all free with like
horrifying.
limitations?
What?
Aren't they like all free with limitations though?
I have no idea.
You can't do certain things. You can't like I don't know.
Well, you can't like put a picture of your wiener up.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
you
I
can't
wouldn't
bone the
recommend.
girl
That.
the
That's
first
for
night.
that's for Grinder. Check it out.
Yeah, dude, get Grinder.
I think that's free, right?
It's for banging girls.
You can go
For
on
sure.
Craigslist.
Yeah,
There's so many.
yeah,
there's so
sure.
many girls.
I'm sure you can find some on Craigslist too. There's some great
Oh, yeah,
Craigslist
dude.
posts, man. You can look them up, and the guy would be like, "I'm just looking for someone to jerk off with. No gay stuff, though."
Have you seen? Have
That's
you actually
yeah,
seen
that's
that?
an actual
Weird.
post. You can
really?
find.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this guy talks about how he's got like crystal powers, and he just needs someone to energize his crystals. So they jerk off with him to energize it, but no gay stuff.
Dude,
So it's you.
I read a great short horror story today.
You found my.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go for it.
No, I found a great short horror story that I'm gonna send you today.
Was it about like Craigslist porn?
No, it's just like a really cool. Like it seems like an actual article somebody wrote, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's really
okay.
well done. Like really fucking.
So
well
it's
done.
like a faux article trying like
Yep.
the literary equivalent of found footage.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's kind of like I'm just posting it to this website, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's
Yeah.
like it's a really good short.
Crushing those DPs, dude.
I can't get enough of it. It feels so good.
Crushing it.
It feels so good.
Whoa, dude, that water bottle looks dope, dude. America, am I right?
Story. Yeah. Ice Mountain.
Dude, ever seen this hat?
Actually, I saw that hat online.
It's an eagle.
Were you looking on bighatstore.com?
Yeah, I wanted to check it out. You said I was like, oh, I've seen it before, but I never noticed that.
It's a good website. You should check it out.
they got certain emblems you can put on, and they're just as like ridiculous as that.
Yeah.
Could you like get whatever emblem you wanted on?
No,
Oh,
they
it's
only have
just
like a
like-
certain amount, but they're like
yeah.
weird.
So that's another thing we would want to look into is custom hats.
There's a couple
Custom
websites that do custom T-shirts. You just give them your design and they'll make
Yeah,
it.
they're shitty though.
Yeah, we also have like friends that do it.
that do legit screen printing and things.
Yeah, forget that shit.
Also, I gotta admit, like that ghosting shirt I had from the film that they ordered from Custom Ink. That's the biggest online fucking screen printing or t-shirt shop.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Terrible.
I have washed that shirt like it has to be like 5-6 times by now, and it is still just like a hard mess. I
What
hate
do
it.
you mean,
It's
like
so
the ink on
stiff. It's no, like the
I've heard
shirt
good
is so
things about
stiff.
Spreadshirt. Have you ever heard of Spreadshirt? I've heard good things about them. Like even so much that one guy was like saying I shopped around for a place that I could sell my shirts online, and he said the one place that endured the fifth rugged wash was Spreadshirt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wonder if it was Anvil. Was it Anvil? Was it an Anvil shirt?
Anvils are good.
I
I mean, they're better than
Oh,
Gildan.
the shirt? No, it's just like
No,
heavy.
actually-
Oh, yeah, I know. Gildan.
Gildan's the fucking worst.
Yeah, Gildan is.
Gildan is what I have.
It's the
It's
cheapest.
the heavy Gildan or
Yeah.
whatever.
I
Which
think-
heavy is probably the reason it's so
I think
stiff.
Anvil's like a little bit better than
Okay.
Gildan.
And then, I mean, American Apparel makes some really good ones too.
Yeah, they're over fucking priced.
What's the
though.
new one? There's like a new up and coming t-shirt company that's like American Apparel. Like they make it in America.
I don't. Ben would know.
Yeah, but it's like because American Apparel seems like they're on the way out. Actually,
Fuck American Apparel.
they're just a company that is like not done right. by a lot of
United
people.
States Clothing.
Bald Eagle t-shirts.
You ever been to an American Apparel?
But also at the same time, these
Yeah.
friends that we have that make T-shirts, been trying to get Trophy Husband T-shirts for about like 2 months now, and we still don't have them. So
Yeah, maybe.
Does he have what you want and everything, or is he
well, no,
busy?
all,
Like,
all
what's
he's
up?
got to do is order it. He just
He just hasn't.
To be fair,
Have
have
you paid him?
him for
no.
it?
Then that's
Okay,
He still wouldn't though.
Oh,
Like,
really?
that doesn't motivate him. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's shitty, dude.
Yeah.
So you got the design all worked out and everything.
Because I'm not a customer. I'm a friend, and that's a completely different transaction.
You get a friend discount.
I mean, kind of.
Like, what do you like? Okay, say we ordered 200 shirts. I'm not saying we would ever.
That
ever
would
200
be
shirts.
like $2,000 or something.
It would be $2,000,
I
but
don't
that's
know if
not
it's
actually
2,000.
bad, right? Because that's just $10 a shirt. Like if you sell
Well,
them all,
it would be cheaper than that.
okay, that's what I'm saying. And I know obviously the lower quantity you order, the more expensive it
Yeah.
is. Because he's got to make a fucking screen for one.
Can you copyright artwork that you put on a shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would you?
I don't know, in case someone likes it, and then like, 'cause I know that Hot Topic did that for a while. They let you go onto their website and design their own shirt,
Yeah.
design your own shirt.
But they retain the rights to it.
Yeah, they retain the rights to it.
So like if you made a really kick-ass design, they could start selling it in their store, and you wouldn't get any money from it.
But you
Damn.
would get a portion of it.
Oh, okay.
You would, yeah, I remember that.
Probably
you get a
a small,
portion.
though.
3 cents for every shirt sold.
Hey man, if 10,000 shirts sell,
You get $30.
yeah, $30.
man, it's pretty good, man.
Hey, that's more than not $30.
That's
True,
so
that's
true.
true.
That's
You
a
can go out and
that's
buy-
a tank
No,
of
but what does
gas.
it matter if
You can go out and
something's
buy 2
trademarked or
Hot Topic
copyright? Like
shirts.
your uncle took Blackhawks
Don't take
images.
this away, Jason. No,
All right,
my
I'm
uncle didn't do anything. He didn't sell them.
You can't prove it either. Yeah, if you don't sell them and you're just making them for yourself,
Yeah.
who cares?
Oh, that's probably true, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
That's
never-
the one thing that we would only have to be worried about is if it was something we were going to sell, we would want to make sure that the design we're using.
Oh, we're not making
Isn't
anything we're not
copyright.
selling.
Yeah, why
Like
the
that's
fuck would
stupid.
I don't ever plan on making a thing that there isn't potential for money to come from it. Ever.
It literally just doesn't make sense.
Sans this
That's like
podcast.
90% of what I do is stuff that doesn't get me money.
If I thought if this was like I didn't think that at some point we could get like
$10?
something for this podcast, I would be out. I would be fucking out in a
Dave,
second.
you might as well leave, dude.
I'll
We're
give it a
hovering
little
at
bit
40
longer.
subscribers, dude.
Right?
It ain't
I feel
happening.
like we give it a year. We'll give it a year. See if we've made any progress as far as
Well, I'm just-
we drop
listenership.
it.
No, I will. I mean, I will quit because it's useless. If it doesn't keep growing, it's
I
useless.
mean, I
It's
find
not-
it fun.
No, it is
That's
fun.
the main reason. I
It
do
is
it,
fun.
Actually.
But I like to do things with like an end game in mind. I don't like just like
What if we took this in the direction of making videos so that way you could like have experience or more stuff on your like catalog or whatever? Like
I don't
made
need.
this.
You sound like a potential employer on Craigslist right now.
No gay stuff.
do this for free. It'll be good for your portfolio because I know what's good for your portfolio.
Hey, by the
No,
way,
like I like doing I'll do video stuff with you guys, but even if there is no potential for money, in my mind, that's the only way that I'm gonna do it. Is that at someday down the road, there's gonna be something. There's gonna be a reason that I'm doing this
Eventually, I'm gonna have to start paying Dave to show up to these.
just to be friends with
Yeah.
all of you.
I'm gonna be like, Dave, here's $50. Can you record this week? You're like, all right.
I know he's probably more essential to the podcast, but what if I left too?
I would never pay you.
Yeah, you're kind of useless.
And then you take the audio burger with you. I'm like, I put halvesies on that.
Yeah,
And I'll end up having to pay to come here.
You're the only one who doesn't.
Oh my god! Oh my
Holy
god!
shit, dude.
You just wrecked upon him.
Oh my god.
You just wraith wrecked him. Oh, you killed.
God damn.
How's the Chicago podcast sound or the New York podcast sounding?
It sounds like it's not going to be too bad.
Except for Mike's shit is
Yeah,
all fucked
my
up.
shit's all fucked up.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like, if it was just me handling the mic weird, or me being positioned weird, or if when we like set the recorder down, I got cranked up or something. But the air conditioner is way more clear through
Your mic?
through my mic. I peak a lot more, and
Yeah, what are you looking
even
at?
that, there's like this weird noise going on in the background too, which might be like, if my leg's rubbing on the cord or something, maybe, I don't know. But it's something that I didn't notice, obviously, while we were doing it.
But I mean, it's an on-location
Yeah.
podcast. No one's gonna fucking care.
No, that's the thing that like,
If it was constantly bad quality,
Did you actually pick up the sirens in the background? Did you actually?
I don't know about that. I only did like a rough listen through to just see how it sounded before I started trying to clean it up.
Because
That's what I
if
got
you
going on
can
right
hear
now.
it, please leave that in because I think that's funny.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
in New York. What?
I can't imagine taking it out because we talked during it.
Okay.
yeah.
I'd have to be some kind of goddamn magician to take out a siren while
And then
we're
if you
talking
and,
over
and
it.
if you can add a little bit of like gunshots in the background.
So you just want me to have a siren going the whole time?
Yeah, like
Yes, that would be good.
yeah. Hi, we're in New York.
Finally, this fucking pod gets interesting. So I think it's safe to say that there were no bed bugs in that room. Finally,
Is it safe to say?
yeah. I mean, anybody having problems?
Sometimes they lay
Well,
dormant for a
no,
while.
bedbugs.
No, they don't.
I
Now
have
my
a
head
lot of
itches.
problems.
That's lice.
That's
No, that's-
psychosomatic.
Yeah. Psychosomatic lice.
The worst kind of lice.
They're not there, but you can feel them.
You guys hear about those lice, man?
No, what?
Like, did I talk about this on the pod
Yeah,
already?
the
Oh.
genetically altered ones that
Yeah.
are stronger.
Never mind.
I must not have been here for that one.
You
No,
probably
you were
weren't.
here. It was right after that we talked about the plague.
Yeah, don't you remember? We were
Okay.
like, God, I wish Kyle would die of the plague. You remember that?
You don't remember that? You talked about how much you hated the plague.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people hate the plague. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's not a whole lot of people that are like, man, the plague is great.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Kyle was like the Hitler of the plague.
Fuck. Was
No, I
I
think
really
that's
here
a-
for this podcast?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, he was.
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
Jordan, was I there?
Yes.
Okay, then I was there.
yeah.
Damn. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah.
You have the memory of a picture.
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
Always
The
there.
memory
said-
of a picture.
He said that if he goes to a place one time, he doesn't need directions ever again.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
In fact, when Dave tried to give him directions, Jordan started freaking out like some kind of mental
Yeah, to
patient.
my
yeah.
house.
When we got back into town, Dave was like, "You know where I live?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know where you live." And he's like, "All right." So we kind of got close, and he's like, "I live on Ashdown." And I was like, "You have to fucking tell me."
No,
You're
that
like,
is not. That is not what
no."
happened. I said, so okay. So where do I live? And you're like, I don't know street names. And then I was like, well, if you don't know street names, how the fuck are you gonna get there? And he's like, you live on Elm or whatever. Elm is one of them. And I was like, well, if you don't know street names, then why did you just name the street that my street is off of?
No, what I
And then I was
loved
like, Ashdown, okay,
And then
Ashdown. We're
you
just gonna get
ruined
this
it,
over
'cause
with.
I would have got there without him saying a damn thing.
No.
No, when we got on Elm, you were like, which one is it? And I was like,
I didn't
this
say
one.
which one is it. I said I know it's one of these ones.
No, you said-
I know it's not the
you
first
said-
turn. I think it's the second or third.
You said
Boom.
second or third, and
Because
I said second. And you're
because
like,
I
oh,
know-
it's gonna go on third.
Because I know you take a right, and I know the street jogs a little bit to the right, and then curves off to the left.
You would have went on the wrong street.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yes, you would
No,
have.
I
The
wouldn't
best
have.
part of the story was Dave asked him, "What are some landmarks then, if you don't know street names?" And he goes, "I know it's near Elm." Like that was his landmark. He's
A
like,
street
I don't know
name.
street names, but I know landmarks. Well, what's a landmark?
A street.
Elm.
You guys, I mean, I was also fucking delirious from driving for 12 hours.
I offered so many times.
I
take
wanted
over.
to finish that drive. I started it, and I
I
wanted
also
to
would have
finish
driven to my house 90 miles per hour and gotten a speeding ticket. So,
Probably.
did we tell you about the time that we were behind a semi and he was driving and Jordan's like, "Why do you get so fucking close to these semis?" And Mike's like, "Oh, you don't think I can get closer?" And he like kept driving closer like a fucking maniac.
I would have fucking killed you.
He was being a fucking psycho.
I was
Also,
just having fun.
Yeah, it's just
At
fun.
like 80
Fun.
miles per
yeah,
hour.
in a
metal
death box.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you think of my driving?
It's good. It was really good actually.
man.
Consistent
so
speed
it
the
wasn't
entire
all
way.
bullshit. That's good. Did you only want to finish the drive so you can say you drove to both coasts?
Well,
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
also I like
Yeah.
driving, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
Hey, Mike, we got to talk about something serious, man.
Oh,
What?
I think you need to see a doctor.
Why?
Your snoring is fucking awful.
What?
You get some
It is
loud
like
snoring.
it's not even that it's just loud. It sounds like you got something wrong.
Apnea?
Maybe.
I've never noticed.
Why no?
Oh, yeah, because you're sleeping.
CPAP.
why I'm
you
always
have health
concerned.
insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the CPAP, the sleep apnea thing you can wear on your face.
You look
CPAP.
Well, I mean,
you
like,
Darth
if I
Vader.
need it, I'll go to the doctor and see what's going on.
I would just get it checked out.
How do they do that?
Eventually,
Do
if
they
you make a doctor, if you have to go for a checkup
you
at
through
some
a
time, just
sleep
say
test?
something. Because
What?
yeah, you have to do a sleep test.
really
Yeah.
What happens if you can't sleep? I don't understand sleep tests. Like, I
take
don't think
Ambien?
I was
I don't
gonna
think I'd
say
be able to
just
sleep.
wait a long time.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work at some point.
Yeah, right. They get you in there, and actually, you don't have to like avoid work at all. They like you're out of there by 6 a.m. Like they don't let you like sleep all day or anything.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds unhealthy.
I want to take a sleep test. Do you get paid?
No. That would be Jordan's dream job.
The sleep study.
Just, I get paid to sleep.
Oh, I'm a master at this.
Yeah. If you get paid to do what you love, you'll never work a day in
Doctors
your
are
life.
behind the scenes like, this guy's professional. He's done
He's
this
the
before.
best goddamn sleeper we've ever had. We're gonna need this testing out this new fire bed. I'll sleep in it.
I could do
sleep
it.
in anything.
Ooh, yeah. We got this bed, hypodermic needles. I'll try it out.
Yeah, sleep in anything.
I don't know where we're going with this.
50
This is
cc.
just gonna be the
Into
next
the
frog
ground.
cum.
That was
Frog
kind
cum.
of scary though.
What?
Scary that Kyle's telling me that I have
Oh,
some
yeah.
kind of medical
Yeah,
condition.
I wish I was kind of joking. I mean, I thought I'd bring it up on the podcast because I thought it is kind of funny.
It is
Like,
a little.
you- like,
I mean, it could potentially
dude,
not.
It
be
was
funny.
loud, but like I don't know, man. It just didn't sound right.
Hmm.
And I just want to tell you because obviously you don't know.
Yeah, I had no
You know what I mean?
idea.
And to be honest, it's not like something I noticed when we went camping. So I don't know. What?
Which face you just made.
Do I
Tell
make
me
a lot of
more.
fucked up? Because the super workers
No,
tell
no,
me all
but it
the
was
time
funny
and make
'cause
the
you're
most
just like-
ridiculous
And
faces.
it wasn't something I was like, oh. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just because I was sleeping
might have
next
just been
to
like a-
Dave, or
Well,
I had a bit of a sore throat thing going on or something. Because I didn't
it might
get
have been
much
the.
sleep in
It
car.
sounded like everybody was coughing in the morning, so maybe it was just like maybe it was like something.
All
about
I know
the
is
trip or the long hours.
all I know
don't
is it took you like hours to turn over, and it was like really irritating because you were snoring very, very, very loud, direct, like inches away from my left ear. Like it was going into. I could like smell your breath through my nose. It was fucking insane.
Devin goes at one point. She's at one point in the night. The air conditioner kicked off. That somehow cued Dave to wake up and turn off the TV, and then all she could hear was your snoring. And it was like the word she says in the morning. She's like, because she complains about my snoring sometimes. She's like, I will never complain again. I'm just so thankful that you don't sound like that.
Man,
Dude,
god damn,
it was real.
what the fuck is wrong with me?
I didn't notice it
To
at
be
all.
fair, I don't. To be fair, I only
It was soothing.
It only lasted like a couple hours, I think, because like there's no seriously, I would not have been able to sleep at all if it didn't cut off at some point. Like
I just appreciate that no one like came over and hit me in the head with a frying pan or something, thinking I was.
I'm sure
possessed.
Dave
We didn't have any on hand.
Yeah,
Didn't you
no
say like
frying
it took
pan.
you an hour and a half even after we got back to even fall asleep?
yeah, it's,
Well, yeah.
it's every time the air conditioner went off, like, and then I would hear a like, and it's not like I feel like if I would have been sleeping like where Devin was, I would have been fine. But it was seriously in my ear. You were snoring inside of my ear. Maybe that's why it was so loud. It was like echoing through my head.
Your head was like a megaphone.
Yeah. Also, you sound awful right now, and I feel like you're gonna get me sick, and I hate you. I hate
I
all
think
of
it's
you.
because I haven't
Whoa, whoa,
fully
whoa.
recovered from throat stuff yet.
Oh, sorry. This reminds me of
Uh-oh.
a time a few weeks ago when Dave was sick and decided not to tell anybody because
Yeah,
he's a
'cause-
fucking hypocrite.
Listen. Listen,
Break it down, Dave.
I'm not gonna break it down. It's just other people do it, and I figured I would give it a try.
Oh, I remember Dave was the first one to show up sick. I was re-listening to some of the older episodes, trying to find some highlights, and there was one where we literally start off the podcast by saying,
Oh yeah,
Dave's sick and he's here because he's a trooper. God bless Dave for coming, even though he's sick." And then like 5 episodes earlier, you're like, "Fuck you, Mike, showing up sick, you
yeah.
fuck."
No, the
That was
difference
the head with
is
the head thing.
the difference is that the difference is that
The reason I can get away with it.
no, it's because I told Kyle, I told people about it. I'm not even saying you guys. I'm saying other people in the world. They get sick, And they're like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar with you tonight and not tell you that I'm sick. Hey, what's up, man? Shake my hand, blah, blah, blah. And then you get sick, and it's fucking irritating. Stay home, fucker. Yeah. Or at least just stay. Don't touch me. Why would you get sick, not tell me that you're sick, and then touch me?
Has anybody ever been like sick and they like took a drink of your beer just to piss you off?
Oh my god,
I don't know. I would get a new beer.
Yeah.
And
I would throw an entire beer away. If I had a full 22 ounce and someone that had like even like a slight cold.
Honestly, Dave, would they even need to be sick if someone else is drinking your beer? Like, or would you just?
No, yeah, I share. I'll share stuff with people as long as I ask them.
What if they did it
time.
in a really weird way and just like licked the entire rim of it?
I would punch them in the face.
I wouldn't lick a bar glass.
I would
for my
fight
life.
them.
Even though my mouth touches it, I wouldn't lick a bar glass. Frog Cum.
Nah, I didn't notice you snoring at all, man. Usually I'm a light sleeper too. Now
You were like all the way on the floor, man.
I know, but
Yeah, you probably heard a lot.
no, like
of stuff
I'm a light sleeper though.
You also had 1 hour of sleep before
dude,
that, so you were probably out.
Was he even up when we got back? Like, did you wake up when Devin and I
No,
came in?
I think this guy.
You were fucking
passed
out,
yeah.
dude. Then you were out like a fucking.
okay.
When we took the nap, like when we came home to the apartment to take a nap before the show,
Yeah.
and you and Devin were still hanging out at the market or whatever, like he was sitting in the chair, fell asleep in the chair, and slowly slid onto the floor, and ended up with his head leaning against the metal wheels of the chair, still asleep.
I don't remember that at all.
Damn, yeah, light sleeper.
And like I woke you up with your head like underneath the chair, and I was like, "How are you using a chair as a pillow?" And you're like,
You asked me a question?
"I asked you a question, and you just kind of mumbled something."
You guys heard him snoring then too, didn't you? Devin
Yeah.
said something about that.
Well, we didn't know who it was though.
But
Oh,
now
that's
you
right.
know.
When we were
Yeah.
walking down the hallway, it's like Jesus Christ. And then as soon as we opened the door, like everyone woke up. But so that was you. I didn't even think about that. It was probably definitely you.
I'm surprised my family hasn't told me about this before.
Well, you're in the basement.
That's true, but it's like there's times where I've slept upstairs, or it's like
Does the cat sleep with you?
well, I wake up and she's there, and I have to like push her away.
Oh, okay. That would be the ultimate test. I would feel.
If the cat like,
Yeah.
well, that cat'll sleep through anything.
Okay.
It could be like a fucking fire alarm going
I'm
off.
like
the cat
very
stays
interested. I want to know exactly what my snores sound like.
I don't snore.
I was gonna say like
I
I
think
am
I'm
so
going
curious
to-
now. Like, there's a whole world that happens while I'm asleep, and I don't know
borrow
about it.
There
It's like being
there is an
told
app
that
you
you
can
have
get.
something on top of your head you never knew was there. Like, Mike, while you sleep, you snore really loud. I'm like, really? That's amazing. I never knew.
See, that's why I'm always self-conscious when I have to sleep around a bunch of people because I know that I snore, but I have no idea what it sounds like.
Your snoring's not bad.
Well, that's
I remember
great.
it from SIU.
That is great.
Or from when we visited with Jordan that one time.
That's just fantastic.
It really is. It's like it's a snore. Like it's
like a normal person snore.
like it's yeah.
You
it's
snore.
your snoring. Yeah, I know.
I remember that last time that we visited SIU with Jordan. I don't remember what I said, like, oh, I snore or something before we went to sleep.
When I said I didn't.
Yeah, you said
I
you
was just
didn't.
fucking with you,
You
dude.
said you didn't, but no, but it was funny because the minute that you woke up, you were like, you guys both snore, asshole. And then Jordan was like, oh, because you don't?
I mean, I was clearly kidding. Like I lived with somebody who fucking complained about my snoring all the time. Like I know I snore.
I guess I got to give a heads up from now on. Maybe we just passed out camping or something and you didn't notice.
That's true. I was fucking out that day, dude. Well, see, here's the thing. I sleep hard, so I didn't hear your snoring. Obviously, while I was like, your snoring never woke me up.
Okay.
I just heard it while I was trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, it didn't wake me
I
up
sleep
either.
fucking
But
hard.
It kind of kept you from getting
yeah, like every time I was like, it's same thing as frog cum all over again. Like every time I would almost fall asleep in the car, I'd hear like fucking cackling about frog cum. The same thing happened with your fucking stupid face right next to my ear.
Do we have to explain frog cum now? Or
No,
should we
it's
No.
just frog cum.
No, let Frog Cum be a mystery.
Frog cum is like I know what it is, and it's still a fucking mystery to me. I don't understand.
Was the car comfortable?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was a great car.
Was it
I
really?
loved the handling. Like, even when I just picked up Jordan, I was like, watch this. And Jordan's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was like almost doing donuts in this parking lot.
Cool.
He was like out of control.
He was seriously. I don't know why we let you drive at all. In that we should have knocked you out and then taken the keys.
I feel like you shouldn't give me a car that handles well and can go fast because then I'm just like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I just start
Yeah.
freaking out.
I would have liked to try the back seat though.
It wasn't that good. It
Wasn't
was pretty awful.
You actually laid down.
It's all about the head.
No, but it was uncomfortable. Notice how I only laid down for like 10 minutes at a time.
No,
That's
you were
true.
You were down for like
No.
30
he
minutes
got
at a
what's the
time.
point of
times.
arguing?
no.
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 No, I think one of the times that I laid down, I fell asleep for like 20 minutes.
and then Frog Cum.
Yeah.
and then Frog Cum. But no, seriously, it was not comfortable. Like the back seat was awful.
Like it's all about, I feel like in the backseat it's all about the headrest. If that shit is off, it's like
Also,
you can't
it
do
was
a
like
shit.
like my head barely fit.
Really?
Yeah, like it's too small. It was too small back
Oh,
there.
one thing that
Well, you're
sucked
glad that we
about
didn't get
people in
the
front
original
seat,
car then.
It had dials on either side of the central dashboard, like in between the two people. There's that little center area where you can change the radio stations and bullshit. There were 2 dials on either side, pretty low. One to like turn up the fan and one to turn up the temperature. But the problem is that they were like literally on the edge. So if you like spread your legs open just a little bit, your knee starts hitting that button and like just rolls it to turn the fan on max or turn it
off.
off entirely. Or
So like there would be times
crank
where I'm
the
in the
heat.
back seat. I'm like sweating. I'm like, can somebody turn the air on? They're like, oh my bad, my knee hit it.
or vice versa, where it's like I'm trying to sleep and then all of a sudden my knee hits it and all of a sudden and like it gets cranked up to 11,
It went up to 7, 8,
9,
9.
10.
Did?
then 11.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
Frog Cum.
So anyway, when Kyle Gunner and I were here doing my ice
Who's
bucket
Gunner?
video, Gunner's one of the guys.
Our intern.
Intern.
2 beers in.
We got an
Cool, man.
intern.
It's like extra work that you don't have to pay for. It's
Yeah.
tight.
Nice.
I wish that I had time to take advantage
Oh,
of the
shit.
intern.
He wanted to come here for a podcast. Like not even be on it. He just wanted to like be here.
That would have been
And,
cool.
You know, he was used to Thursday. I told him we do it Thursdays,
Hey,
but
hey, intern. I need a soda.
And you're like the closest. Like you literally just have to reach over your head.
No, that's what I want to do and be like, it's right behind
Gunner,
me.
he's like over here. He's sitting
Hey,
over
Gunner,
here.
can you get me a soda? We're recording right now.
he can be our fact checker.
Dedicated producer, audio fact checker. It's like every few minutes he interrupts us. He's like, guys, that's not right. We're like, all right, you know what? Fuck the fact checking.
Get out of here,
Yeah.
intern.
Yeah. You're only getting a half hour tonight.
How many hours does he need?
75. It's like 5 a week.
Oh, then he's going to be around for a while.
No, I mean that's what's calculated for the amount of the semester.
So
Oh.
does he come around here and hang out often?
He's just been here the one time.
Yeah, we did the ice bucket video and we heard the ghost elevator.
Does he like to party?
I don't know actually. To be honest with you, like
Do you like to party?
he's an awesome dude, but that's like something
Sometimes.
we have not covered.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Oh, something we didn't really do. We talked a little bit in New York about our feelings about New York, but I feel like there's this larger discussion of living in a big city, which we haven't talked about on the podcast. Because I don't ever want to live in a big city like Chicago or New York or LA. It seems like too much work for too little benefit.
Okay.
But Jordan, on the other hand, is just in love with the idea.
Well, Jordan has lived in a big city though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
it's wonderful.
However, this is one where like you would not be encouraged to ever drive.
No, even then, I like it. It's exciting.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like
dude.
New York was a completely different beast
But
than
I also
anything
know
I've
you
ever
love
experienced.
driving.
And it was great.
I mean, I felt it was very similar to Chicago, but there was definitely something else in the air.
You said
Besides
And
talking.
I was gonna
Devin
say,
said
you mentioned something, or was it Devin, that basically we were in Chelsea, which is like the Chicago-y area of New York, where it's like we didn't see like legit New York.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
fair.
no. Devin even said like you were like nauseous on the drive from the airport through town to get to
Oh
the
yeah,
hotel.
because of the cab ride. though.
Yeah, I'm not good like not being behind the wheel or in the front seat.
Oh really?
Yeah, like that's what I think the plane thing was too, man. Do you know what I mean? Like
Your body's
it's
moving
basically been
without
this
your
exactly, yeah. But I didn't feel that on the way home. On the way home, it was golden. I had window seat with 2 windows. It was dope. So my head was just like glued to the window the entire time.
That's me every time.
That's
And I've
so
flown
cool.
like a shit ton of times.
Oh, we get to the airport. We got there like 2 hours early, thinking like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot busier than O'Hare was at.
What about my
4
feelings
o'clock
about
in
big
the morning.
cities?
We'll get to it.
I hate them.
We got there. There's like 8 people in line for TSA. We got there 2 hours early. We get our flight check. We're sitting so far apart from each other. We're like, let's just see if we can change seats. The only available seat to pick was right next to me. Like, what are the odds of that?
That's pretty good.
That was pretty cool. And then that was the window suite, so I made her switch. She was fine with that though.
You an economy?
She's had a window
You
seat.
and coach?
Is that the same thing?
I think there's a difference between economy and coach.
Is there?
Yeah.
We were in whatever is at the end of an airplane.
I think coach is like the middle class. Economy is definitely like.
Well, in each
Like
plane we were
lower
on for
class.
American, it was like you walk in and there's like first class,
Yeah.
right? And there's that shitty shade that divides classes.
It's necessary, Kyle.
Yeah.
If you've ever flown
then
first class, you'd know how
and then
necessary.
each of like both times, the first 2 rows of like the other section had like more leg room.
Yeah.
But then all the rest was the same.
Yeah.
One time when I purchased my ticket coming home on leave, I was like, why did I pay so much for this damn ticket? So I'm thinking, like I'm going to the airport, I'm checking and everything. And I gave my ticket. I didn't even look at my ticket. And, I'm in the line getting ready to board the plane. And then, I give the lady my ticket. She tears it off. She hands it back to me. And then I actually get onto the plane. Then I'm like, okay, I got to figure out what seat
I
I'm
love
in.
how his stories spell out every single step of the process.
Yeah.
I give her the ticket. She tears the ticket.
Okay,
My
yeah.
stomach kind of hurt
existential.
at that point.
Okay.
I was thirsty.
I thought in my head I should have watched that last episode of Fringe. No, and then I get onto the plane.
We get it. You're in first class. Jesus Christ.
I never.
We beat you to the punchline.
I'm gonna turn this fucking thing off. Never get to fucking tell my stories.
That's because they're so long.
It wasn't that long. I was getting close to the punch.
I loved editing.
What was the punchline? You sat in first class.
No, forget it. That was that was it. But I didn't realize it until I was actually on the plane, looking at my seat number, and it was literally the first seat, A1, on the plane.
Oh, right on.
And I was like, oh shit, I paid for a first class ticket.
How much was it?
It was like $900.
That would be a dead giveaway.
That's a joke, right?
I didn't realize it. It was one of the first times that I actually paid for a ticket myself.
Hang on. You bought a $900 plane ticket?
And you're like, this seems fair. I mean, we are going from L.A. to Chicago. I mean,
It was back when I, had money.
Still.
That is so much goddamn money.
Yeah.
That is
not
an
that much
insane
money.
amount of money for anything.
If only you guys knew me back when, I was doing
like
well.
you could have bought like 2 whole rows
we did.
in economy.
We've actually known you since high school. I don't know
You
if
could have
remember
bought
that.
If
out.
only you guys knew me
economy class.
then. No one knew me in high school. Are you kidding me?
I knew you in high school.
I
That's how
certainly
we
knew you in
How-
high
did
school.
you know me in high school though? Did
Probably
you
not.
Did you know?
I knew you in high school.
No, you didn't.
met. I always ignored his stories though. I loved editing the episode where he got back from Hawaii because there was and so then we got in the car. Well, it wasn't my friend's car. He had a friend named Jeff, and it was his car. And you see, Jeff lived downtown. So we got in Jeff's car, and when we drove to Jeff's house, which
Jeff's
was
about
downtown-
6'2",
Yeah.
brown hair.
It was the best. I could just literally cut it out to where it was like, so we got in the car and drove to Jeff's house. And it's it was the best.
I'm trying to be descriptive. I'm trying to paint a portrait.
But you paint a portrait when we're not already talking about the punchline.
I'm trying to do things. I'm trying. You guys never let me finish.
It's so much fun. This is why Jordan
God, I
is a
feel like I'm
necessary
at.
part of the
feel like
talking
I'm
show.
at home, like trying to talk to my brothers when they're drunk. Hey guys, you want to listen to? Oh, shut up! We're playing fucking video games. Fucking Cubs games on right now. Blah, beers.
Is that an impression of your brothers?
That wasn't an impression. That was.
It is hard to tell y'all sound alike.
You guys
Not
sound
to
exactly
be
the same.
racist.
Fuck.
You still need to do podcast.
No, podcast was
You
not.
wouldn't know who
ever
was
gonna,
talking.
No.
Yeah, you would. You're right.
Well, you know my dad, definitely.
Yeah. And then
See,
Josh would say all the stupid
thing about
philosophical
God-
shit, and then Tommy would just like be drunk.
Yeah.
Be like way drunk.
And the other one wouldn't be there probably.
Yeah, Andrew wouldn't. Be
Yeah,
there.
that's true. He's probably doing stuff.
It's probably out doing stuff. Out on the town.
Like it should all just be speculating on what Andrew's doing.
That's what the podcast is.
Where the fuck is he?
He was supposed to be here an hour ago. We're recording without him.
It's supposed to be all
Book
four of the Poslesnys.
Andrew.
Or no, all 5 of them, but then he's just not there.
But it shows you how much he's not there. All 4 of us. Oh wait, Andrew's 5.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
There
That
are
is
a lot of
crazy.
you.
Yeah,
Why are there so many of you?
you really could get an orgy going on, like with that many dudes.
What the fuck,
What the
man?
fuck is wrong with
It was
you?
a
we
good
brought that up
conversation.
before.
Bro, what out before?
And then
What-
your
what-
rebuttal was, "It's not gay if you're family."
No. Are we talking about the stuff we were talking about in the car?
No,
Because we talked about that in the car.
no, we talked about the podcast on the podcast before.
No, that's something we talked about in the car.
Oh,
Okay.
what did we
That's a
talk
good
about?
point.
Is it okay? Is it incest
Oh, geez, yeah.
if it's a 3-way
I'm gonna go
with
yes
two with
already.
with no,
No,
with
no.
two sisters or with two brothers.
2 sisters, it's incest. 2 brothers, it's not incest.
Not necessarily
Why?
incest.
Oh,
Because technically, you're not fucking each
yeah,
other.
fucking him. Yeah.
But if it's 2 sisters, they have to like fuck each other. Otherwise, it's not a 3-way.
Yeah, then it's just one dude banging 2 chicks
Yeah.
back and forth.
it happens.
So it's like, but if 2 dudes.
I
are
mean,
banging a chick-
regardless, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That
yeah,
is not the point of this conversation, though.
Is it
I mean-
incest?
What's the definition of incest?
Fucking someone that's related to you.
Yeah.
What's the definition of incest?
Fucking someone that's related to you.
You really shouldn't be asking me that.
I'll remember that.
Damn it. You guys fucked it up. What's the definition of incest? Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Because now you got to look up, what's the definition of sexual intercourse? And I'm sure it's like penetration.
Yeah.
Well-
Then again, it's probably not.
Yeah, if something goes inside someone else's body for sexual pleasure, that's probably sex.
Okay. Be it a finger.
If it's for
A wiener.
sexual pleasure, like my doctor doesn't fuck me when he sticks his finger up my butt to check my prostate.
It depends. Are you
Does your
aroused?
doctor already check your prostate?
No,
I don't believe you.
I've never had my prostate checked. Actually, should I? I'm not-
I think that's
I'm
something you have to
not
worry
with your
about after
snoring.
like you're 35 or 40.
Should I? I'm ready. No gay stuff though.
So yeah, I mean, I can't believe I got that first class ticket. It was great. Flying first class is the way to go.
So yeah, I don't think
Did
it's
you have like a
incest
steak dinner?
if it's 2 brothers.
No.
As long as if they fuck each other, it's
What if it's in
definitely
first
incest.
class?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I got you.
Like if you do the Eiffel Tower, how is that? That's not incest.
Great.
How is that incest?
It's still going to be weird.
That is
Yeah, yeah.
not
That's not the
the
point, though.
fucking question. 'Cause the reason
weird.
we brought this up is because
Well, incest is weird.
somebody saying Tegan and Sarah, I was like, yeah, I want to fuck them. And then Jordan was like, at the same time, I was like, yeah, it might be weird for them, but I don't care. And then we got in this whole fucking thing.
Did Tegan and Sarah play on the radio?
No.
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 You were doing something with Tegan and Sarah in the back seat. I'm not sure.
You,
How was it?
No, he wishes he
You
was.
saying everything is awesome. And I was like,
Oh
Tegan and
yeah,
Sarah.
that's where it came from.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is Frog Cum.
That's
That
one of the ones we did too.
Is it?
Yeah. And then we changed the every time there was a song with love in it, we changed it to fuck, the word love into fuck,
Or lunch, one of the two.
or lunch.
If it was used as a noun, it was lunch. If it was love was used
I
as
take
a
it
verb,
back.
was
The,
fuck.
the whole trip was just awful.
I don't give a fuck. 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 Ba, ba, da, ba. I don't give a fuck. Ba, ba, da, ba. I don't give